This right here is an inexpensive light I wanted to talk about. This is from Aimwin. This was sent to me to go over a little bit, and I like looking at other lights that are different from the norm. I like seeing lights out there that aren't just from the big manufacturers, just to see if there's any variety. So this particular light, it's priced right about the same as what you would see like Olights and stuff like that, so it's very competitive. This is the model WL20, and it's a 2000 lumen light. So that's not its only setting, but that's its max setting, is 2000 lumens. So the sucker is bright. 2000 lumens inside of a house, it really doesn't make sense. But if you are looking to use it like in an outdoors type setting, then 2000 lumens does make a little bit more sense. 412 meter throw as advertised. That's pretty good. That's not bad at all, especially for a budget price light. With that though, you are going to have a diminished battery life. And also there is a strobe mode. So if you wanted to do the strobe, you could. I think that's a pretty good thing to have on any light that you might use for self-defense. Having a strobe on there kind of disorients the opponent, but it disorients you at the same time, especially if you're really sensitive to flashing light. Keep in mind, if you strobe 2000 lumens, that's pretty distracting for everybody involved. So just some specs on the back of the box here, just to show some of the nomenclature if you want to stop the video and look at it. And then there's some specs right there. Kind of the standard 2 meter impact distance. It has 42,500 candela and an IPX6 rated. So nothing too crazy there. But this light, it has kind of the same design as you see like Streamlights and some of the Olight Valkyries and stuff like that. Pretty much the same footprint overall. So really nothing different there. It does have an adjustable. I push this button and this adjusts right here, your locking block. This is set up for a Glock rail, so no matter what type of pistol you have, you can kind of adjust it a little bit and get a nice secure fit. So not a bad deal there. This button over here takes out the battery compartment. This is kind of a big old module that comes right out, and it's USB-C rechargeable. So rechargeable batteries, as long as you have the ability to recharge it, that's not a bad thing at all. Especially if we're talking about home defense and stuff like that, it's pretty easy to recharge, so you don't have to worry about getting other batteries. Out in the field though, it might be an issue if you don't have some type of recharge station. Standard locking right here, like you see on a lot of the lights out there, like Streamlights and such. Dual activation pads. So you hold on to a second and let go, there's your momentary, and if you hit it, there's your on. So it does have a low light indicator right here. Overall, everything looks good. The bezel looks to be a good quality. The mounting system's really good. I haven't had any issues. I put it on a couple pistols, and it mounts pretty tight. No issues there. The battery stays tight. There's no play in this, so it's a nice tight lockup for the battery. Oops, wrong button. No issues there. I haven't had any issues with the battery getting hot as of yet. I mean, I don't know. I imagine if I flip it to the 2000 lumen setting and just let it go for a while, yeah, it's going to get hot. But under reasonable use, I haven't seen any issues. I do like that they stuck with recessed branding on this. It's not bright and obnoxious. I really like that. And this might have a place as a rifle light. I was kind of thinking about that, going, you know, this might work as a rifle light. Put it inverted on top of a rail, kind of like how Enforce does their lights, and you know, this might be a nice strong light to throw on something like that, especially with that 2000 lumen setting. That would be perfect for it. So overall, for the price, it's a pretty dang good light. I haven't done any huge drop testing with it or anything, but for reasonable use, something for in the home or at the range or something like that, definitely. Airsoft, because this is so inexpensive, airsoft might be a good option, because man, on an airsoft field, if you're allowed lights and whatnot, and then you got a 2000 lumen beam, that might help you out in your airsoft gaming a little bit. I don't know. I'm not an airsofter, so I don't know. You tell me if you do the airsoft game. But anyway, Awesome little light. I dig it. I like the Aimwin brand. They seem to come out with some pretty decent stuff. They're probably not super well known, but the stuff that I have messed with is pretty decent. I'm not saying it's perfect. It's still a more budget priced brand for the most part, but their stuff's pretty good. So it'll be interesting to see if they get any more traction, get more popular out there. We'll see what happens. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.